This is part 2 video of cleaning a HP printhead. Depending on how long your printhead has been dried out, how long it's been sitting, your results will vary and you may not be successful. I have found some of these printheads to be so included I couldn't clean them, and you end up blowing a little plastic reservoir off of the color, and then it's tricky to fix. But we'll give it a try, and let's take this process step by step here. First, we're going to go ahead, take the printhead, and we're going to remove the section of the springs. We're going to do that by removing these two screws. It's going to give us access to where the reservoir is, and the reservoir has a thin film plastic covering on the back side of each reservoir. I think it's designed that way to help with a vacuum, and that's why it's not like a hard plastic. And being a thin plastic makes it very vulnerable to the pressure that we're putting through the printhead trying to clean it with the water pick. So what you're going to end up doing is, when you have the water pick on the reservoir and you're going through the inlet, you keep your thumb on that plastic on each different color, so that that pressure's got to go someplace. And if it's not going through the inkjet because it's included, because it's plugged up, it's going to go back and it's going to blow a hole in that plastic. So you want to remove that other part. That way you've got access to those plastic little reservoirs. Now, when it's all working really great, this is what it should look like. When you put the water pick on it, you get a nice, steady, even stream of water going through there. Notice that each jet is nice and clear. We're going to show you an example of when it isn't such. Now, this is an older printhead. It's been sitting around a little bit longer. I think the black on this thing is completely included. It doesn't allow any water to go out. Matter of fact, when you put the water pick on the inlet, it actually just shoots it right off, because there's no place for the pressure to go, because all the holes on the inkjet are all plugged up. Now, depending on the color, sometimes you can have three colors works great and they're all clear, and then one color, maybe yellow, maybe magenta, maybe black, depending on which color was less in use in the printhead, will be plugged. And if you can't get it cleaned, it's pretty hard to make the printhead work. So, but anyway, these are a few workarounds. We're going systematically through each color. This one isn't too bad. You can still see some of the jets are plugged, and it's still not ideal, so it may give you irregular color. The last one I did was the black, and it was completely included. Now, I did blow a hole in this plastic, which is a bugger, because if it's not sealed, the printhead will not work properly, and it's done for. But we've got a little bit of a workaround, and that's what we're going to work on right now. So those are the 4 reservoirs. You can see that on that black, there's a little hole, and we're going to seal that hole, and the material that we seal it with has to be flexible, it has to be thin, and it has to be relatively strong. I have found 3 products that seem to do reasonable job, and so far in one of these repairs it seems to be working just fine. Rubber cement seems to work fine. I do have this fabric glue which works fine, and there's a material boot fix that Amazon sells that dries real quick. It's like an epoxy, one part actually, and I find that to work very well also. They're all clear materials and easy to apply, and it does give flexibility, and it plugs up that hole. It seals it, if you will, like a patch. So I'm drying it, getting it prepared, and you can see that should not be black. That should be no color coming through there. It should be coming through the inkjets. Okay, now this is Elmer's rubber cement, and we're going to apply it over the hole with a brush and put it directly on that hole. You do have to let it seal, and I would highly recommend that you blow out as much of the plugged up holes as possible before you do the repair. So keep your thumb on it, blow out the hole, because you don't want to be putting a whole lot of pressure on it, especially since it's a little bit compromised. This is another material I found to work, super fabric. It's a fabric adhesive. It's clear, fairly flexible, and it also works. And the other material I found to work was boot fix. Now this is quite good. So good question. So once you've blown water through there trying to clean out these reservoirs, well, how do you get the water out? So I'm taking a length of tubing that fits on that inlet, and I just had this shorter piece, but I would recommend something about 12 inches so you can actually siphon out the water. I'm sucking it out, making sure I don't swallow it, and then I'm blowing it through the straw and keep applying it. Now this stuff I found to be really, really good. It also is great for your shoes. Not that that's a plug for that particular product, but it actually works, and it works great if you got a buggered up shoe. So at any rate, you take it off, it's an epoxy, and you apply it directly to the crack. Now, I have tried all types of cleaners, and I have found this stuff I had in the shop. It's this orange solvent, and it does seem to work. I have not found. I have used epoxies. I've used epoxy thinners. I've used lacquer thinner, acetone, muriatic acid. I've used all kinds of materials to try to clean this glue out of these jets, and this material. This orange glue, orange cleaner, if I apply enough of it, I saturate a cloth, and I'll just set it on the ink jets, and I'll just let it sit there, and I'll literally put it away for like a week. I'll forget about it and sort of let it soften up the material that's included in those ink jets. I'll wrap it up, have good contact, and then I'll put the whole thing in a bag so it doesn't dry out, and I put it away, and I sort of forget about it and bring it back out in a week. And I found I've had reasonable results with this. Again, it's not perfect, and it also depends on how long your printer has been malfunctioning or not working correctly. But at any rate, good luck. Remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching.